Hi guys, welcome to the Sweets Team call. It is October the 13th, so we are almost halfway through this month already in the last 3 months of this quarter. So today I wanted to talk to you about the fourth quarter hustle. I know I'm a couple weeks late, but I wanted to talk about this because I feel it's very important to prepare you for the last 3 months of the year. It's very important that you take these tips. I know when my coach told me these, I took them, used them, utilized them, and it helped my business. And it helped me to go through the last 3 months of the year because it is usually our steady time. A lot of people with the holidays, they tend to fall off or they don't feel like getting started. They're like, oh, I'll just wait until the beginning of the year. So with that being said, here are my tips to get through the fourth quarter. And first, number one is to share why you were going to keep going through the holiday season, what your tips are through the holiday season, what you plan to do, what your goals are, things like that. Share that with your, whoever you're talking to on Facebook. That way they know that, it's still planted in their head like, oh, she is, still eating healthy. She's still working out. She doesn't want to gain weight over the holidays, that kind of thing. So share your lifestyle, what you are doing from day to day. So it's planted and you're planting seeds in their minds like, oh, okay, I don't really need to wait until the beginning of the year. I started in December because I was sick and tired of feeling the way I was. So I know that there are people out there that, they want to get started, whether they tell you or not. They're just hesitant to reach out to you. And they could be very well like me. They were just sick and tired of being sick and tired. They wanted change. And those are the kind of people that are going to get started no matter what day of the year it is. So definitely you have to keep talking to people and reaching out to people and sharing with those people because you never know who it will be. Basically anyone who's ready for change and they want change, those are the people that are going to get started. So like I said, you just have to keep sharing. Make sure that you're posting 3 to 5 times a day. Share about your fitness, share about what you're eating, share about, what your preparations are for Thanksgiving and Christmas and Halloween and things like that, so that you're preparing yourself to not gain weight, or you're preparing yourself to plan ahead around, all of the meals that people are going to be having in your favorite dishes. How are you preparing to go into the holiday season? And then the second thing is to plant double the seeds. And what I mean by this is whenever you're sharing with someone that, doesn't really know and you share it with them, you're planting a seed essentially. You're letting them know what you're about, what you're doing. So in the fourth quarter, you have to do double. And I know this may seem tedious, may seem overwhelming, but honestly, if you put in double the work right now and plant double the seeds, you are going to blow up January, February, and March when everyone wants to get started with their New Year's resolutions and things like that. So the work you put in now is only going to help you that much more at the beginning of the new year. I know last year I put in a lot of work from October, November, December, and then when January, February, March hit, February, I had 34 Success Club points, which was the most I had ever had. And I didn't even hardly invite people. Those were people who were messaging me like, hey, I'm ready to get started now. So if you're planting those seeds, they're going to come around. So definitely do double the amount of people that you're used to. That way that you are sharing and sharing and sharing, and you are only going to blow up at the beginning of the new year. How awesome would that be? Regardless if they're ready to get started now or not, they will most likely get started at the beginning of the new year, like I said. So your So all of your choices and your actions that you take now will show up then. You should still be hitting Success Club. You can still hit Success Club in these months. Like I said, you need to just be sharing consistently, like we usually do anyways. But more importantly, share about the holiday season, what you do. I know I'm sharing as like a year-end resolution is what I'm calling it. They used that last year, and I think they're using it again this year with Beachbody, where, year-end resolution to start goals. Sorry, my dogs are barking. Use it as a way to reach your goals at the end of the year and not have to wait until the beginning of the year for a New Year's resolution, because a lot of people don't end up reaching those goals anyways. So other than that, then number 3 was focus on your why. Things are going to get hard. You're going to have a lot of people say no. You're going to have a lot of people be like, I don't want to get started right now, whether they say flat out no or not. So you definitely need to focus on the reason that you need to do this, why you're doing it. And doing so, plugging into the team page and digging in and inviting every day, you will make it, and you will make Success Club in doing so. Number 4 is to reach out to those that you are concerned about at the end of this quarter. So anyone, like whether it's your challengers or your coaches, reach out to them and, help them through this last quarter, because those people that are like, they are people who tend to give up on themselves when you see the potential in them and you know how much they want it. Help them through this last quarter. Reach out to them, make sure that, they're plugging in, they're drinking their Shakeology, they're working out with their program, things like that. It's only going to help them through the holidays and what their struggles are normally. And then share about it in your challenge groups as well. And then number 5 is get focused on Success Club, and make it a priority before the launch of Core de Force at the end of this month on the 31st, which is Halloween. So a lot of people are not going to be focusing on like, oh, it's Halloween, I want to get started with the program. More than likely, they will not. So make sure that you are in Success Club and do not rely on the launch of the program to make Success Club, because more than likely they are not going to get started on that day. So you want to make sure that you are in Success Club, make it a priority to be before the end of this month, before the last day, and before you are trying to scramble and invite people when people are out trick-or-treating. It's just not going to happen very easily, and if it does, you're very lucky. And then about Core de Force. Core de Force, use this as momentum in the last quarter. They always release a program at the, in the end of the fourth quarter, to help us and, to help others get started. So I know that you need to be promoting it, share how you're excited about it, share little tidbits here and there, that there's a new program that's coming out, what it's going to be like, what it is, how you're excited for it. You have to be doing the program in order to have other people do it with you, because that's how you can share about it. If you're not doing the program, then you can't share about it. And I know that any new program that I get and start and complete, I have a lot of people who do it with me. So you have to be, and plus you doing it, you can talk about it like, oh, this is how it makes me feel. This was my results from week 1, things like that. So I will put a guideline on how to create a group and go about promoting Core de Force, and how to, make an event for it and things like that. Just like Country Heat, this is like, launches are what I live for because it always helps your business. Regardless if I love the program or not, I get it. And it's because I know that I can talk about it if I do it. And I can share that with other people as well. And more than likely, that's the thing that I usually sell the most of and have people get started with, is because I'm doing it. So, but other than that, that's really it. So kind of a recap is share what you're doing to go through the holiday season, plant double the seeds. So invite as many people as you can, focus on your why, reach out to those that you're concerned about, that you think would need help with, the holiday season, and focus on getting Success Club before the end of this month, before Core de Force. That way that you can focus on the launch of Core de Force and you are already in Success Club, and then promote Core de Force at the end of that. And I will share my tips on how to do that, but that was it on how to get through the fourth quarter hustle. And other than that, I will talk to you guys same place, same time next week.